tal amigos? ¿Cómo están? Mi nombre es Javier Hoyuela y estamos en Start México y ahora vamos a continuar con los emprendedores internacionales. Y para ello tenemos a Yannick de Status Select que nos va a acompañar en una entrevista en inglés el día de hoy con un grupo de amigos que vienen de otro país y nos presentan su emprendimiento aquí en México. Yannick, platícanos de qué es todo esto.
Mira, tenemos aquí a Daniel y a Carl de Dinamarca, que han tenido empresas por 25 años, tanto en Dinamarca y en España, y ahorita están entrando al mercado mexicano. Entonces, ahorita vamos a hablar con ellos sobre el proceso de entrar a un mercado nuevo y también los cambios del mercado que hemos visto en los últimos 25 años. Entonces...
Pues bienvenidos. We have in the studio Daniel and Carl. Can you tell us about how do you start this, or how do you want to begin?
Well, we could start with what changes you've seen in the market in the last 25 years. What have been the big drastic changes you've seen?
Yes, in the beginning, 25 years back, we started going to hotels with seminars, and we used to make some announcement in papers, and that's the way we got on the market.
Can you show us how to start the machine?
Yes, I can show you. You have to put it on there, and then the light will come.
It's very decorative. That's why I asked you.
Yes. Yeah, more specifically, in the latest years, we've started using social media as a way of getting in contact with the customers. And with social media, specifically Facebook, for example, you have the option to specify very precisely what kind of people you want to talk with. So, for example, we can specify people with COPD, because one thing that we have great success with is helping people with lung diseases with our machine here. So in Facebook we can choose very specifically that those are the people we want to talk with, and it's very cost efficient, because before we had to put up an ad in a paper, and we didn't know exactly who we were going to reach. So now it's with the social media, it's much easier.
Yeah, it's something that when you have a new business, you really have to make sure to use the technology and the opportunities in front of you. And as you say, there's much less wastage that way. You're paying for the people who are interested in the product. What about your experience getting into Mexico, for example, entering a new market? What are the biggest things you've seen? Well, first of all, what were the challenges you had at first?
Yeah, of course, when you enter a new market, there's a new system that you need to understand, and it's the same with Mexico. Sometimes the system in Mexico can be a bit bureaucratic and hard to understand, so you need someone to help you understand.
You need a Mexican to understand.
You need a Mexican to understand how it works, and we got that to help us to get in, because there are some big differences between Mexico and Europe, for example.
Yeah, cultural differences, legal systems. Everything is different, so it's always important to get someone on the ground, someone who knows the area. And why Mexico? How did you come to a decision that Mexico is a good opportunity for?
Yeah, of course, we did a lot of research, and we found out that in Mexico, people like to smoke, people get lung diseases. So in Mexico, there is a big part of the population who actually would need a machine like this to help them get a better quality of life. So we did some market research, found out that actually it's millions and millions of people who have problems with lung diseases because it's popular to smoke in Mexico.
How are you commercializing this? Do you have the product on the store, or are you selling it online?
Yeah, we have a website where you can come and read about the machine, and of course there are many studies done all the time for the machine, so we try to put out all the studies that are done for the machine, and people can read them, and of course contact us, and we'll tell them more about it, and if possible we'll give them a demonstration of the machine so they can feel it on themselves and be more educated in their choice.
Nothing substitute the experience.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Something that you want to share with us about other people that want to go with their products to another country, what's your recommendation to do that?
Yeah, do a lot of market research before you come to the new market, and know exactly who are you going to target. You know, who are the people you are trying to reach, and then you know, choose the best ways to do it. For example, social media is a very good way to easily and fairly cheaply get in contact with a lot of people.
Yes, on the Facebook. We have a very big success in Denmark and in Spain with the Facebook, because we can get exactly the people age what we want.
Well, the time here in TV is very short. So I'm very glad that you join us, and amigos que nos están escuchando, si ustedes quieren tener más información sobre esta máquina que nos ayuda a tener mejor calidad de aire, por favor contáctenos o síganos en sus redes sociales y con mucho gusto les daremos más información. Yannick, muchísimas gracias por acompañarnos. Daniel, Cal, thank you very much for being here with us. Vamos con lo que sigue.